Today is Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022. I just hope and pray that Vladimir Putin, that the inside of his cardiac vessels are finally totally occluded. The Russian diet does not include produce. Fresh vegetables, fresh fruits are not available. Fresh fruits and fresh vegetables contain antioxidants to repair cellular damage from your body requiring oxygen to live. Oxygen is oxidizing. That's why when you ingest antioxidants, your body is stronger, and a stronger body is going to look healthier, closer to life, not 1 foot in the grave. So let us consider Vladimir Putin. What do you imagine is his typical daily routine? When you take a look at his habitus, you can clearly identify that he's got a few cardiac issues going on and some signs of hepatomegaly. Why do I say that? Alcohol is celebrated in Russia. Their favorite alcohol is vodka. I believe potato vodka. I'm not too sure how they source their vodka. Anywho, they drink vodka, okay? When people drink regularly on a daily basis, that 1 to 2 glasses of wine a day, every day for 30 years, has an effect on the vasculature, the blood vessels that feed your brain. It causes disease in those vessels. This leads to very fragile, oxidized vessels within the brain, making them people that drink every day, especially your binge drinkers, which is very popular in Russia. Now they are susceptible to not just having only fragile blood vessels. One bop to the head might make them dead. They also experience organic brain disease. This is what I saw when I was working as a registered nurse in the ICUs of America. Okay? Organic brain disease, what does that look like, Nurse C? Well, let Captain Mooney tell you. That looks like someone retarded that doesn't have any sense and wants to play in their own poo-poo and wants to spit on people. That's what organic brain disease looks like when they're able to animate and move their bodies around because their cardiac tissue hasn't completely stopped functioning. Alcohol has a negative effect on all of the blood vessels in your entire body. It basically gives you cardiac disease. Alcohol doesn't help you be healthier. Most certainly not. There are pharmaceuticals that can help with that. They are prescribed by a medical doctor. However, not one person knows every fact. There is not one cure for all. But this is a fact. Alcohol will make you fall. Alcohol will make you all fall. Because organic brain disease sets in, and there goes out the door, out the window, flushing down the toilet, any critical thinking skills, any frustration tolerance, distress tolerance skills. That means you have someone with the psyche due to chronic alcohol use and binge drinking. Now you have an adult with the psyche, with the brain contents of a 2-year-old that has access to weapons and has the authority to deploy 150,000 people with weapons to surround the whole entire country of Ukraine. Why? Because Putin felt like it. He wasn't supposed to do that to Ukraine. He just decided to. And that's why I don't approve of Putin. And that's why I just hope and pray for him to put himself in the ground. Put him out. That is why. Okay? That's why right there. It's very simple. It is estimated that as a result of this military action that Russia has independently, courtesy of Vladimir Putin initiating all this, they are going to cause approximately 1 million to 1.5 million displaced refugees. Why? Because there are people living in Ukraine, and when there's Russians coming in to shoot at them, those people living are going to flee. If they're able to flee because they didn't get shot and murdered or amputated, then they're going to need a place to live. And it's looking like Poland is where they will be going. This is a big deal, especially in today's global military structure of the culture for joint task force. In America, we have joined and combined our Army and our Air Force tasks together. Now you see on an Air Force base, United States Army personnel working with United States Air Force personnel. In the same way, the United States military works with other militaries around the globe. I remember seeing people from the Polish army when I was deployed in Afghanistan. They were there because they are a part of NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Now, what is our relationship with Russia? Were there any Russians when you were deployed in Afghanistan? Yes, there were. We were working alongside Russians. Yes. I had a friend that was from Ukraine. Ukraine people are Russians. So now you can see Putin is a Russian, and he is putting the hurt on his constituents, fellow Russians, that did nothing to him. Absolutely no reason at all for all of this military violence that has been initiated by Vladimir Putin. So let it be announced, write it down in the history books, and look up Adolf Hitler. Okay? I encourage people to learn about political history and geography. Because if you don't, you're going to be afraid when you witness an uneducated, underqualified, alcoholic individual such as Vladimir Putin initiate mass homicide onto Ukraine. 1 million to 1.5 million refugees. That is not counting how many people died savagely, horribly, inhumanely. What do you suppose those Russian soldiers are doing when they invade Ukraine? Does anybody know what a military invasion of houses looks like? It looks like murder, rape, kill, plunder, bitch! And that's what Vladimir Putin has ordered. Due to this reality, I no longer support Russian troops. That's why I say you can all die. How's it gonna feel when you see all your Russian men soldiers amputated and nobody from the United States giving a damn to set up a operating room tent for you? That's what you forgot, Vladimir Putin. Okay? We're not gonna be there to help you. Your Russian military is all gonna die. I believe the United States is simply there on standby, doing damage control to help funnel those refugees to Poland as safely, as humanely as possible, so that Putin's Russian army doesn't attack them. I believe that is the dynamic that might be going on. It makes the most sense to me. So remember, 1 million to 1.5 million estimated refugees are going to be created as a result of Vladimir Putin deciding that Ukraine is no longer allowed to do their own thing and be left the fuck alone. That's all it came down to. That's it. There was no other precipitating factors. That's all. He just felt like it. And that's what I call toddler time. And this is why I say, why do we not 5150? And why are we not psychologically assessing and profiling these people? That's something that we can do now, thanks for information technology being available. So we can all observe and hear, that don't look right. That don't sound right. That ain't right. He's wrong. And we can all, on a global level, be in total alignment and utilize our peer pressure, our global peer pressure of, what the fuck, Putin? There was no reason for any of that. Imagine what Poland, the government, might be contemplating, how those people will feel. What other countries are there surrounding Russia? India, China. So you can see how important it is to cannot allow a free pass on Wuhan flu. You cannot allow a free pass on Putin too. I believe what's going to happen is that the Ukraine people, they are sophisticated enough and they are fed up enough. I believe Vladimir Putin is going to be successfully assassinated, either via his own self-induced suicide death via vomitous aspiration unwitnessed, or via cyanide. Cyanide. It doesn't take much cyanide to kill someone, and vodka doesn't taste very good anyway. I wonder how many people Putin has seriously hurt and offended on the soul level. How many people are dead because of Putin that we don't know about? How many people walking around Putin want to make him dead, but just don't know if it's the right thing to do? I'm here to tell you, kill him, assassinate Putin. If you're somebody that has access to Vladimir Putin, you better be coming up with a nice, quick, easy, concise biohazard plan to kill him on the metabolic level without penetration of needle nor force of bullet. You don't have to aim anything. Just serve him his breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't believe in arsenic because arsenic takes too long to kill. You have to build up. And that's just too long to have symptoms and go to a doctor and get medical treatment and reverse the dying process. Stick to cyanide. It's simple. If I knew some Russian, If I could speak the Russian, the lingua de Russia, I would go to that hood and I would apply for a position to be in the kitchen to serve the political staff, the Russian political staff. Putin's got to eat. He's got to get his food from somewhere. And he has to drink water too. All it takes is one defector. Give me one defector. Give me one time. Give me one time, baby. Give me one defector more. I don't need 3 steps to the door. Just give me one good defector. I believe there is a defector out there in the Kremlin today. We have the White House. Putin's got the Kremlin house. Cretins from Kremlin. With all those cretins in the Kremlin, I'm sure one of them is fed up enough to have the intelligence to be quiet enough to acquire enough odorless, tasteless, disguised cyanide. Would you like some red velvet cake? Would you like some chicken marsala? There's so much going on in a good chicken marsala dish, they'll never know. Okay? How about some honey garlic orange chicken, Tampa, Florida, Hillsborough County, So Young Owens Mooney style with honey and butter salted? You'll never know how much cyanide went in there. A little sprinkling will do. I'd cook the chicken first, and then after I put the sauce on it and get it all nice and bubbly and sauteed, just a little sprinkling of cyanide on it will do it. That's all. That way I can still eat my plate of food and be fine. And only his plate of food will be affected. How about changing out his silverware to all toxic? Lead, right? That kills slowly. We have other chemicals and other creations that can kill quicker, right? We sure do. It's time we utilize the science that we have. Don't be afraid to unleash the beast of the grace of God. Bring the universal laws of science to Putin. End all this bullshit. 1 million people, 1.5 million people fleeing for their lives, leaving behind everything, their whole life. They have to run and hide. I don't know if people understand that's what happens in war. It's not like, oh, we're going to go here. No, honey. They're dropping you're going to get raped. Get the fuck out of there. They're going to kill you. Oh, yeah, that baby, that 2-year-old baby. Give me your little girl. I'm going to rip her apart. Pow. You ever seen anybody split in two? Did you ever see anybody carry a little kid upside down, put one leg here in the right hand, let me put your other ankle in my left hand, and I'm going to go hi-ya and rip your body apart in front of your mommy and your daddy. And I'm a Russian soldier, comrade. KGB time, motherfucker. People need to be abreast of spy movies and culture. When you refuse to look at the news that hurts your tender, entitled, fat boy and fat girl ears, that is when I get to slice them off, or someone from the Kremlin's gonna do it. So you either get your feelings hurt by me as I tell you the reality, or you experience the objective reality in your real life because you ignored. I don't want my YouTube to be a public access page. My YouTube and my Instagram needs to be for government purposes only, for propagandas to preserve capitalism in the globe everywhere. My YouTube and my Facebook, okay? The only reason why is to let you know someone like me's on the other side of the globe, baby. I guarantee you Vladimir Putin would not want to meet me in person because he's a little bit older than me, and I'd beat him up and I would bludgeon him to death with my bare hands. That's why. So I don't need. What can help is this. America, hey, Dominican Republic, Hey, Puerto Rico, hola. Hello, South Korea, North Korea. That's right. We all together. We all don't like you, Putin. You are evil. We are all in joint alliance and we are all globally agreeing to assassinate you, Putin. How about that? You can make fun of President Biden all you want to, people. I'm not going to be distracted. The good Lord's keeping count of you, and Allah's looking at you too. They're going to keep an eye on you. I will focus on quietly eliminating the source of the globe's concerns. 1 million people, 1.5 million refugees, unnecessarily breaking up families. What if somebody got married and then they lose their husband or wife? What if their baby dies? That's what they do in war. Do you believe that war got more humane from Vietnam? Huh? No, it's the same way. We rape, pillage, and plunder. So you will not reproduce, and my DNA will rule the land. That's what men do when they do war. Women, we are in support of war. I was in support of the operations of war. I don't know if you women know about war enough to get off your backs. I believe it is time for mandatory military service for women. It is only when we can have shared experiences and shared words that we're going to experience the unity that is imperative to achieve global non-bullshit, aka world peace. No more blowing people into pieces, Putin. And the fact of the matter is, he doesn't have the most sophisticated equipment. It doesn't take a lot to kill a life. Give me a machete. Machete. Give me a machete. I'll take Putin out. 150,000 troops armed. Okay, they got rifles. They got more than one rifle on them. All right, they got pistols too. Probably got some grenades. Fuck you, you little family of 5. I'm bombing you. Ha ha ha. Let's see what you have in here. I can take from you your money. As they go rob the house and the babies are crying. People's eyeballs popped out their head, body parts everywhere. Somebody was just trying to make dinner. What happened to grandma? Well, she got blown to bits. There's the baby. It's a little baby girl. Spread your thighs, little girl. You're too little to fuck. I'm just going to kill you. That's what happens in war. You know why? Because when people are doing depraved acts, depravity, you're killing for fun. Because you're killing because you're killing and you're not alone. You got an audience of friends, your comrades. They show off and they get meaner. They do things like shoot the people that are already dead. Just shoot them again. That's something that people from the U.S. Army do. That's something that my ex-husband witnessed. Someone from his deployment to Iraq, to Baghdad, that's what they noticed. You cannot put people in these situations doing heinous crimes and expect to have gentlemen as a result. It is my hope, it is my prayer that all of those Russians out there get blown to bits. May all of Russia and all them Chinese make the Guinness Book of World Records for not having any elbows, thighs, or knees. And that really is what needs to happen. First of all, get rid of the source. Putin's got to eat, Putin's got to drink, and he's got to sleep sometime, baby. And he don't always drink water, okay? There is a method to the madness, and there is a loop in your madness. And I will find the loop. I will find your weakest link. Your weakest link, Putin, are your health habits. Your unhealthy habits are going to be exploited so that you will be exploded off the planet via myocardial occlusion, infarction, tamponade, and burst. You can also psychologically ride him. Psychologically ride him. Just dehydrate him. Have some flying monkeys out there. Oh, Vladimir. That's when you call on the Jezebel women crew. Make him too busy for self-care. He just can't think. Make Putin unable to shower and wash his hair. Putin needs to be depressed. You know, that ain't cool, man. That's why I shower every day. Because I said, listen, I'm not going to sit up here in my house not bathing and feeling sad when there's somebody like Putin taking advantage and smiling and taking his ugly ass out and showing out and killing people. Oh, hell no. I don't think so. Homie, don't play that. I don't play. And when this is very, very much not a coincidence, given the fact that Russia and China get along. So now when I say genocide, you understand. I'm not trying to be mean. And again, my YouTubes, whatever I put on YouTubes, whatever I put on Facebook, that is intended for the United States military because I want to help. I want to do something. And if that means all I got to do is just stand up, speak up, rise up, pitch up, I don't mind. They need to know that someone like me is in the world, baby. I'm going to bring you the force, the proof that you aren't all that. I'll kick your ass. I'll beat you up right here in a pair of high heels. I'll trample you. I will crush you with my spiked heel through your fourth intercostal space, motherfucker. You thought you were coming to have a good time, didn't you? Well, you're not. That's what I believe needs to happen. There are many ways to take out evil people. I would love to host a party for Putin. Oh, welcome, Vladimir. Thank you. Learn some Russian, you know? I would. Not all Russian people are bad. No, there's not that. It's the government. It's Putin. Just him. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. If a nation has a leader that is a depraved alcoholic, that is showing signs of organic brain syndrome because he has no rationale, no reason at all for the violence, he's an official psychopath. Why are we not jailing him? We need to come up with some new government systems to govern all of you. You don't need to be here. Come on, call in the Two Dead crew. What's the Two Dead crew? That's when I call in all the elite, everything. I am the only surviving family member from my lineage. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to find out, and I will exploit that fact. I am the only piece of meat from the DNA of Owens, Bedingfield, and Kim that is alive. And I know what my ancestors went through. They told me stories. I don't have to worry. I'm not angry. Just know, I just want everyone to be aware of the impact. So now, assassination doesn't sound like such a bad idea anymore, does it? Assassination sounds better than genocide because it is morally better because you're only, with the assassination, just taking out the source of that pain, of the inhumane, of the blood loss, of the families being ripped apart, of them baby girls being ripped apart because you're too little to fuck, you little pussy, you stupid tease. You people don't know because you watch the wrong movies. Stop watching Legally Blonde. Does anybody know this tune? From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. If you do not, that means you need to Google the Iran-Contra affair, okay? You need to Google O.J. Simpson. You need to Google Rodney King. You need to Google Adolf Hitler and Austria. Or how about this? Follow the lead of your President of the United States of America, President Biden. And what does President Biden say? Peace. We do not support this war, and he has issued economic sanctions against Russia. That's good. That means no money for you. You're all going to starve. I'm not going to participate in the bloodshed. We're just here to do damage control to make sure it don't go Nazi mode. Putin wants to go Nazi mode on Ukraine, people. You need to put him in his place and hire an assassin to throw him a party. Throw Putin a party. Throw him a Putinani. We got a Putinani party for you, honey. I got a Putinani. Fentanyl on you, motherfucker. You thought I was going to give you a kiss in your ear and blow sweet nothings. No, I just filled you full of fentanyl. And then you're dead. And then I go away. Angel of death, flying free. That is the global solution. I know it is. I'm not upset. This is a very serious topic because it's seriously unnecessary to harm other people. The number one rule on this planet, don't harm. That means don't hurt yourself and don't hurt anything else. That's all you got to do. Just don't kill. Do your best to not kill. However, when you have somebody on the planet like Putin that's crazy, got a history of alcohol use, he's not had a vacation. Okay, this man's got compassion fatigue for all people. He's got compassion fatigue to the Nazi level. That means actually the Nazis had a reason for what they did. Putin has no reason. Putin is a terrorist. That's all he is. So just as long as he knows, that's why nobody likes Russia, because of Putin. We like Russia. We just don't like Putin there. We like Ukraine. We want to help Ukraine. We want Putin to die. Putting on the hits. Put him in a heart attack. Can someone just quickly give him a bunch of Lasix? You know, you can put some Lasix in his water and he'll never know. Anybody ever give him furosemide IV? Draw that up and put it in his Coca-Cola. He won't know. Keep him going on the low potassium, no membrane potential for you. I don't know what happened. It's called we inhibited your serum potassium from existing and now your heart can't beat anymore. Oh my goodness, it was one of the mysteries? No, it was a natural death. That's all. How easy is that? So I look for ease of implementation. Cyanide pills, you know, you're going to have to go get some thrills. That means you're going to have to go and collaborate with the people that know Putin, okay? So you got to go the highway. That means the pharmaceutical medical way. To me, first drug of choice, furosemide. You can deplete him of potassium very quickly and he will drop dead. That's all you need to do, America. That's all you need to do, NATO. The next time you sit down to have a meeting, don't worry. Have a Lasix cup just for him. We all drink from the same pitcher here, my dear. Nothing to fear. Your mug is the only one that's been sealed with a nice layer of shiny Lasix that will be activated when I pour this coffee in or this water. And then when I put in the honey and the creamer, you'll never taste it. And as we continue to have our cup of coffee and our meeting every day for a week, by the end of that week, you're going to be so depleted. You're going to die a Karen Carpenter death. You're going to die like Karen Carpenter did. Just heart failure. No potassium at all for you, Putin. And it's blood-free. It's pretty easy, you know? He's got to have a kitchen at the Kremlin, right? Right? Hit him up with some Lasix. Regular Lasix can... What's the biggest side effect of Lasix? Well, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you. It makes you spill your potassium. It is a diuretic that is used to help people that have heart disease. It is used to help people whose hearts are not that strong. It is used to help people to keep their heart beating. How? Well, if you take away some of the volume inside their vessels, make them pee out their liquids, then the heart won't have to push so much fluid around. That's how. There are many diuretics. They work differently. Lasix is the brand name for the generic drug furosemide. Führer, right? Furosemide. Führer recommends furosemide. Das Führer furosemide. I'll be a das Führer for furosemide. F to the U to the R to the O to the S to the E to the M to the I to the D to the E. Furosemide. Führer. I'll bring you the Führer of furosemide. Quietly, 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 I. So you don't have to entice him with, a female evening of company. The typical ways that we would used to handle people like this in the world. You got to watch some James Bond movies, guys. 007. You have to watch those old war movies, man. You gotta. That's when you can see examples of, oh, look, that's a stupid person. That person's starting a war. Oh, no. That's all for now. Hello. Oh, goodness gracious. People knocking on my door. Thank you. Goodbye. What is it?